Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 3 of my .hack GU Volume 1 playthrough. And I believe, let's see, which one of these, this one has the most. Okay, I believe last time when we left off, Haseo, he was reverted back to level 1. Shino, the girl he was extremely close to, had been put into a coma after being PK'd by the anomaly triage. Let's see, it says we have a couple of videos here. That's just the volume 1 demo, or I guess you would call it a trailer. I'm not exactly sure. I had never gotten around to actually playing that particular video. But here, since what we have here is our desktop, since this is kind of simulating an MMO, it does allow you to log out of the world and browse your desktop here. Here's your mail station. This is the actual, this is where you log into the world. This is our save and load data game. Let's see, this is for our backgrounds and our background music, our wallpaper and background music. This is for different videos we unlock. Crimson Versus, we can't really access right now. We're not going to be able to access that until Volume 2. So for now, we're just going to not even touch this. But here we have our news captures where this kind of covers everything that's going on in the real world. We have our online jack. The World Revision 2. It seems that it's broken the 12 million mark. Over 12 million players are playing this game right now, or 12 million copies have been sold. More or less it's the same thing. Let's see. Looks like they're working on a new space station. We're not really going to worry about these, the community or the news capture forum. We're going to more so worry about the community forum here. Now, each of these covers a different topic. This one right here, this allows you to see fan art other players have made. As you see right here, this guy, let's see. Yeah, as you see, it looks like he's drawn his avatar. You can download each and every fan art posted on these forums here and use it as your own wallpaper. So we're just going to do this really quick. Look, I think there's another one down here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Alright, there we are. Chims. We're going to cover Chims here in a minute. Alright, I think that's it, yeah. Okay, we have 3 more. Oh, I like that one. Alright, let's see if there's another one here. Alright, there's another one right there. And just for those who have not played the series, she drew herself a picture of her kicking a Chim. Chims, that's what they're called. Let's see. Oh, I kind of like that one though. But yeah, these. I normally, for this forum, this particular forum, I don't exactly read this stuff. Some people, oh, I kind of like that. Some people do read this stuff, or read these forums, but I don't. I just go for the pictures. So that's that. The World Forum, it pretty much it goes over certain things, regarding the world. Like if someone's found a particular area zone or area, they'll post the area word, which you could actually save and actually go to yourself. Say, oh, this is one in particular, because some of these things you can actually reply to. All right, so this guy's looking for an Olm shell. I think an Olm shell is something for alchemy, I believe. It's either alchemy or customizing your weapons and armor. I can't remember. But see, this guy is giving him the area where so now we can go to and get that item. And let's see, I believe the Epitaph of Twilight, it's actually a poem, which the world was the world was inspired by the poem. So there's that. And here's just a bunch of people talking about Revision 1, the World Revision 1, which was essentially the quadrilogy before GU came out. So, Crimson Verses, we're really not gonna bother with this. But news capture is just stuff that's happening in the real world. Let's see, the Forest of Pain, Tan, I believe was a guild back in .hack Roots, I want to say. Tan was one of the guilds and they ended up disbanding, if I remember right. Forest of Pain, I think the Forest of Pain, that comes in volume 3, I think. It's an extremely high, it's a post-game dungeon pretty much. I think it's like 100 floors or something. And let's see, we're talking about triads here. And some of this stuff here, if I do want to end up 100%ing like the little events or the quests, because there are certain quests where you have to repeatedly do. You'll see what I'm talking about later on. But that's the community forums. Very, very useful stuff if you want to read up on that. But we're just gonna, we want to do the background, the wallpaper here. Let's see. We are going to do that one. I kind of like that one. Let's see. Or maybe that one. I kind of like that one though. Oh, and actually that's Aseo. I think that's him. Yeah, that's him. Alright, so let's jump into the world. Okay. The website will go over all of the lore, the backstory of the world, which we're not going to do right this second. And the official forum is another community forum that players post. Let's see. Looks like this player is looking for a medic to join him. This guy had a problem with the mini-map. So there's this. So I'm not really going to waste y'all's time with this kind of stuff. I might do that off camera. If I find any area words, I will be going to those, especially this multi-staged. This is kind of a long quest that progressed. Oh, there's a cutscene.
What's going on? Why is my equipment different? What the? I'm back at level 1? What about my items? My member list? My equipment? Gone. It's all gone. My whole character has been completely reformatted.
Hey, did you see that guy just now? With the really weird arm? Totally!
Arm? A Ovan? He would know something about this.
Alright, so let's see. Yep, that's just covering the mini-map here. Alright. So yes, his player has been, or his character has been reverted back to level 1. Right now we are going to do search for Ovan, which I believe he said he was in the docks.
Do you know what that guy's job was? I don't think I've seen a design like that.
I didn't look that closely.
I saw him head towards the harbor. Maybe I'll go get a closer look.
Alright, so I believe the harbor should be this way. Let's see. Yes, I was right. So we're gonna go ahead and track down Ovan. Oh, and the cool thing about these guys is these players, you can actually trade your items. You can actually trade with them. I haven't really done much trading, but sometimes they actually, they really do, if you're trying to 100% the game, they really do have really useful stuff. So I would at least, if you're trying to level up your guild, I would recommend trading with them. But trading is something I have done much in the past. At least the last time I've played through these games, I haven't really traded all that much.
Oh my god, that player looks really hot!
Really? I thought he looked kinda creepy. So, you like guys that look like that?
Where'd he go?
I think he went down that alley.
Alright, so let's go down this alleyway. And yes, as the other players have previously said, they have not seen a character model that looked like him. Which, in all honesty, Ovan's character does look pretty badass. Let me see. Yep, we're going to the mercenary section here. Oh, and by the way, I hope you guys have a very happy holidays and a safe New Year's as well. Because I believe by the time I posted this, it would have been by Christmas Day. So I hope you guys have a very merry and a very safe Christmas this year.
I know what you mean. Fighting those noobs is making us all rusty.
That rogue that we fought the last time? He really wasn't that bad.
You mean we're going after him next?
Hell yeah. There is no way in hell I can back down after what happened last time.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, what the hell am I hiding for? Why do I have to hide from bastards like them? It's pathetic. You're kidding! What the hell's going on?
Gaspard, are you okay?
Huh? What happened?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Hey, are you a new player?
You're a noob? Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I guess I must have scared you, huh?
Hell no, I'm not a noob. I'm the terror of death.
Terror of what?
What? Wait, are you talking about the famous PKK Haseo?
Oh, you're a player killer killer! I knew I'd heard about him somewhere before. But I'm pretty sure the player's name was Haseo.
Are you sure?
Definitely. Yep.
Hey, look. It's me. I'm the real PKK Haseo.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to gain more levels before you can say anything like that.
What? Hey.
If you're a noob, we'll be happy to teach you the basics of this game.
Actually, Syllabus and I are part of the Noob Support Guild called Canard.
Noob Support Guild?
It's a guild that teaches noobs all they need to know to become top players.
We're actually pretty famous, you know.
Oh yeah, I need to give you our member addresses first. Here.
Member addresses are an address system made just for communicating
it's just
with your
my
friends
luck
in
to
the
get
world.
mixed up with
When
a bunch
inviting
of
someone into your
weirdos.
party, check their status.
I even lost sight of Ovan. Anyway, right now, I've got to level back up to become the Terror of Death. Well, I guess I'll just hang out with them for a little while longer.
Look, it doesn't mean that they'll join just because you invite them to. Were you listening to me?
Yeah, I was listening.
You were? Really?
Yes, really. Anyway, come on. You're gonna teach me the basics, right? So hurry up and let's move on to the next lesson.
Okay, then let's go to an area.
Now, invite us into your party, and we'll go find the Chaos Gate.
Alright, so welcome to your first real party members we are going to get in this game. Meet Gaspard and Syllabus. These guys are they're interesting. They're a part of a noob guild called Canard. And they do not believe Haseo that he's really the PKK, the Terror of Death. They think he's actually role-playing the character. So the first dungeon is going to be essentially another tutorial, which is gonna, well, you'll see, it's kind of funny actually. So, let's see here. And I will try to do part 4
This
to...
is the Chaos Gate.
Oh.
If you input 3 different types of words into...
I know that.
Okay, well then.
Delta Peaceful Leading Freedom.
Alright. So let's go ahead and say right here. It's always good to have multiple save files in an RPG, huh? Alright. So, let me see here. Oh, they're already in the party. How about that? I forgot. Alright, so lucky for us, we do have this word here that'll get us that item, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to go to this level 3 dungeon right here.
Attention! Bringing 1 noob to the dungeon! Repeat, bringing 1 noob to the dungeon!
I told you that I'm not a noob.
I know. You're really the Terror of Death, right?
I can understand you wanting to roleplay something like that, but I'm not really sure if you should do Terror of Death, you know? Player killers are going to come after you, and it'll definitely be rough for you.
Hey, just shut up and listen.
Oh, man.
So you're saying you're really the PKK Haseo, the Terror of Death. And when you logged in, your level went down from 133 to 1?
No way! I've never heard of a bug quite like that. Wow!
I'm not lying.
Okay, but still.
Gaspard, that's what he's role-playing.
Oh, now I get it. That's some really complicated character background.
It's not role-playing.
Don't be embarrassed. We'll accept your character concept.
Just relax and come with us.
Will you please listen to me already?
Oh man, these two are the most annoying at this dungeon right here, because like I said, they have no idea that his character really was reverted back to level 1. So they're going to pretty much say everything he already knows about the game.
The enemy has been spotted.
Okay, maybe we should start by telling you about the skill trigger.
I already know about that.
But how could you know? You're just a noob.
No, I'm not.
Why don't we give it a shot?
Okay, come on, Haseo. Let's go fight the monsters.
Don't forget to use the skill trigger, okay?
Okay, tough guys, bring it on.
Oh man. I forgot how annoying these guys were. You really can't blame them though. I mean, they think Haseo is just starting out. They have no idea. And you'll see that Haseo actually does begin to grow as a person the further along he gets in the game in the series. He's not always an asshole.
Way to go, Haseo.
Yeah, looks like you can use the skill trigger just fine.
I just can't believe that you're a noob.
I told you, I'm not a...
Okay.
Let's move on. Will you two just...
Alright. Yeah, this is just going over that we can trade in, give the party members gifts. Alright, so these are known as chim spheres, or chims. Chim-chims, that's it. Once you kick them, they release chim spheres, which are a very, very big asset in the game. They are used to complete a certain quest, as well as unlock different doors and dungeons. Because I believe there is the... We're just going to get a few here. Because I believe there is a quest, which you actually have to feed chim spheres into the Robo Chim Chim. And I think you have to do it up to 50 times, I want to say. Because I think if you complete that quest, you'll receive some gear that is only exclusive to Volume 1. Granted, it's not very strong gear, but if you want to be a completionist, that's the way to go. Let's see. There we go. And the rare chims, though, let's see, these chims only produce 1. I think the rare chims, they produce 10, I think. And then there's the king chim chim, which I think he produces, I think, 50. It's at least 50 if I remember. He produces quite a lot. Also, there is an actual quest that introduces the king chim chim. Which I don't understand why it's called the rare chim. Why not the prince chim? Because if... I don't know. It would only make sense. The chim chim, the prince chim, and then the king chim. You also have assassin chim chims. I believe if you stand idle or don't go into a battle for a certain amount of time, they'll actually appear and take your chim spheres away if you're not careful. So we're just going to do this for a bit. Let's see, how many does that make? 69, alright, that's 70. Alright. Let's see what we have here. Alright. Also, if you're not familiar with a dungeon area, I would highly recommend using Fairy Orb, because that reveals the entirety of the map, the dungeon map, as well as a treasure in the dungeon. So, if you really don't want to have to uncover the map, I would highly suggest taking advantage of the Fairy Orb, because you're going to get quite a bit of them in the game anyway. You are going to get a boatload of the freaking Fairy Orbs. Okay, there we go. Oh, and I was mistaken. There are 4 volumes. The remastered version of this game comes with a brand new volume 4, which follows up the it follows up what volume 3 left. Because I'm not really going to spoil much, but I believe it left a little bit of kind of like a cliffhanger, I want to say. So we're gonna be doing all 4 volumes. All right.
This is bad.
And this game really isn't that much of a grind. I mean, it's recommended to at least be by reach level 50 by the end of the game, because if you are under leveled, you will be able to notice a big difference in difficulty. So I think level cap for volume 1 is it's 50. I think the level cap for volume 2, I want to say it's 100, and volume 3 is 150, I believe. And since they didn't really have a volume 4 at the time, I'm not really sure if because I haven't played volume 4 yet, so I'm not sure what the level cap. I don't know if they ended up raising the level cap, or if it's kept it at 150. But yeah, the level cap essentially raises 50 levels every volume. I think the guild levels raise every 3 levels per volume, because I think the max you can do for your guild is level 9. And I know the cap for your guild level is 3 in volume 1, then 6 in volume 2, and 9 in volume 3. And then there is a couple of characters that that this game kind of assumes you've already seen .hack Roots, the anime. So there are going to be a couple of characters. There are kind of a couple of characters. Actually, I think in volume 3 you get Tabby and another character, which those two were from the guild in .hack Roots before a Twilight Brigade broke up. So if you guys haven't seen or played this game yet, and you are thinking about picking it up, just don't really question why you get 2 random characters.
There's another enemy!
Oh.
Well, now that you know how to use the skill trigger, let's learn about Rengeki.
I already know about...
Okay, then let's go and fight them!
I'll tell you the timing to execute it, so make sure you use it.
Listen to me, damn it!
Don't worry, we're listening all right.
Yeah, right. Okay, tough guys, bring it on!
Alright, let's see, here we are. So hopefully we're going to be able to use Rengeki, because then they'll kind of give me crap. Ah, darn. Well, it looks like we're not going to be able to. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're going to give him crap about it now because he didn't use it.
Was the Rengeki?
I just forgot for a second.
It's all right. Don't be shy. We'll tell you exactly how to do it. So,
Now, when you attack an enemy, there are times when you'll see blue and purple effects. When this happens, use any skill that is registered on your skill. If you succeed, your skill will intensify. Then you'll be able to do more damage than usual.
this is called Rengeki.
It might be a little tricky at first, but you'll be able to do it with some practice.
Good luck, Hassan.
Let's keep going.
Yes, please, let's keep going. My God. It was not my fault I did not have the chance to use Rengeki, thank you. And I believe there is one... Oh. Alright, so these things, the platforms, you can either...
Let's go to the Beast Temple. Let's go to the Beast...
Oh. Well, anyways, the platforms, you can actually end up resting in between floors. They'll have a platform in between dungeon floors or in the field where you can actually either go back to town or you can rest up, which will completely heal your party, which is extremely useful in dungeons that have a lot of floors.
Do you know about Awakening?
No, I don't.
See? I knew that you were a noob.